Hello everyone, my name is Maria and this is Knitting as Therapy. As the weather warms up, I was trying to refresh my knitting plans and find some inspiration for warm weather projects. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about the knitted dresses that are great garments and great projects for this spring-summer period of time. And I selected some of them that are easy to wear while some walk outside, or maybe for some evening date or work in the office, because we will still be working during this warmer period of time. So we can jump right into the selection of dresses I prepared for you today. I have some notes in my laptop, so I will be checking them from time to time. And the first garment that we're gonna talk about is called Kjole by Sandnes Garn. That's a dress made with 70% alpaca, 30% silk yarn, all together with silk mohair. So generally it's fingering weight yarn. Of course, you can use Sunday by Sandnes Garn as well, like an additional idea of the yarn that can be used here, whole with silk mohair or without it. General idea is to make like a thin fingering weight dress. In the example here you can see that it's called Cherry Kjole, and they have this as an example, as a sample, made in a pink color with a cherry, with an embroidered cherry on this dress. But there is also one version in like light yellow or some like a bit green color. So there are lots of options, and I think in this case we can select like any bright color you like or any bright color you want to make this like spring summer dress, depending on the yarn choice that you will make this one with. This pattern may be found in collection 2202. If you are not familiar with these like collection books from Sandnes Garn, they are publishing them, I think it's like each season, I guess. I already have some of them that I shared before in my knitting podcasts. I will link it in the description below as well. I don't have the exact this one, but I can provide some general description of what it is. So it's a selection of most likely 10 plus garment patterns that you can make yourself with the descriptions, some great photos and so on, and yarn suggestions, of course, from Sandnes Garn. So it's not so easy to get in Ravelry directly, but I think you can easily find it in the yarn store where you buy Sandnes Garn yarn. About the yarn selection, generally for all the dresses overall, I can recommend using for like spring autumn versions of the dresses to use some alpaca blends, where the alpaca is like the main wool in the yarn composition, because it provides a lot more drape comparing to regular wool yarn or merino wool yarn. So it will be like more lightweight dress overall, and it will have the fit that is provided on the sample photos. This dress is made on 4mm needles with a knitting tension 21 stitches per 10 cm or 4 inches. Gauge. It has 7 sizes for bust circumference started from 100 up to 144 centimeters. There is no details about the positive ease of this dress, generally, but I assume that it includes already the approximate like 20 centimeters positive ease. It's like noticeable from the photos provided by designer, and generally like the smallest size mostly starts with like 80 centimeters bust circumference with some positive ease for like other patterns. So it's like a general idea of starting with like something close to 80 centimeters bust circumference. Get into the lens. So it also has like options. It's like 123 for the smallest size and 127 centimeters for the biggest size. But I think the lens is not the most important thing here. The only thing that you should consider while making a dress in general, it's your height and the length of the dress you want to get in result, and pay attention that it may influence the yarn amount that you will need for the specific garment to be finished. Also about the construction for this dress, there is like raglan creases, and as you can see the sleeves are like going a little bit over your elbow, so it's not like full length sleeves. It's also quite good thing for a summer piece as well, because it will provide some cooling and some air getting under the dress for sure. Also the bottom of the dress is split a little bit before making the hem. I like the idea with this design that for the hem and for the cuffs on the sleeves, it's done not with a ribbon but with a stockinette. Most likely, I can just tell it from the photos. That's also some modifications that I would like to bring into my other spring/summer knitting pieces, because I think that this folded stockinette hem and cuffs are looking much lighter comparing to the ribbed ones. Yeah. Getting to the next one, it's Chestnut dress by PetiteKnit. I think that most of you may be familiar with a Chestnut sweater by PetiteKnit as well. It seems like it's the same sweater but just longer. It's a DK weight pattern that uses fingering weight yarn held together with silk mohair, done on 4mm needles for the gauge 20 stitches per 10 centimeters. So quite similar gauge as the previous dress, but in this case the yarn in the pattern is called DK weight. But general idea, if you want the dress to be like more breathable, you can just use a single strand of fingering weight yarn on 4mm needle, and it will provide you like more drape and more light version of the dress. If you want it to be warmer, especially to be able to wear it in some colder evenings, for example, you can just add a silk mohair strand there, and it will already transform the general result and the warmth of your dress. In this case, this dress has 30 centimeters of positive ease included. It has 9 sizes for the bust circumference, starting with 80-85 centimeters up to 140-150 centimeters bust, and the length is 130 centimeters for all sizes. It's mentioned in the pattern that it fits like approximately 170 centimeters or 5.6 feet tall person. So if you are taller or shorter person, you can use more or less yarn depending on the length of the dress you want to make. And it's also said in the pattern that to add 10 centimeters more to the length, you will need approximately 35 grams more yarn to be added to the yarn you are buying for the project. So this one is a bit warmer. It has a high neck. This dress has a drop shoulder construction. So you firstly work the back part, and then you start working on one front panel. Then you work on another front panel, connect them in a round, and work like a regular sweater you have done before. You continue working the front panel, then you connect it in round, and after finishing like the full body part of this dress, you pick up stitches for the sleeves. So that's mostly it for this dress. I consider making one for me in this style because it's very relaxed. It seems like a comfy dress. You can even wear it. I saw on some Ravelry pages, Ravelry photos from other knitters, that some people are using it like an additional layer for colder days, wearing pants together with this dress, as it's very long one with a split hem. It's easy to wear it with anything you want, and your jeans will not be really noticeable, I think, from under this dress. So this is it for the chestnut dress, and we are moving to the Maid dress by Vanessa Fleming. So she has like a full collection of these Maid dresses, blouses, and there are options for summer and autumn of the dresses. For autumn it's like a long sleeve dress. For summer it has just straps without the sleeves, so it's up to you which one you want to select. The version for autumn dress is made on 5mm needles using Aran worsted weight yarn. And the gauge mentioned in the pattern is 20 stitches for unblocked version of the dress and 15 stitches for blocked version of the dress. So you should pay attention to this one. But as it's like expected to have a negative ease for this dress, you should be really cautious about your size selection that you are going to make it in. There is a full instruction on the Vanessa's website, providing you all the details how to measure yourself to find the best fit for your body, especially taking into consideration some measurements for your bust, under bust, waist and hips. So it's very customizable dress that you can make yourself, and it should fit you like the best way. The bust part is made two strands hold together to make it a little bit thicker and to give like more support to your bust for while wearing this dress. So I think it's also a good thing to take into consideration when you are selecting the knitted dress pattern. And we are moving to the next one that's called Wrap It Up Dress by Friday Knits. It's also iron weight yarn dress that is made using 5mm needles. The gauge is 70 stitches and 22 rows per 10 centimeters in stockinette stitch. It should have 0 positive ease in this case, but I can tell from the designer photos that it still has a little bit of positive ease, but not a lot of it. There are 8 sizes depending on the bust measurement in this pattern, starting with 71-76 centimeter up to 142-147 centimeters bust circumference. So quite wide range of the sizes selection. I like the detail with the buttons that are starting on your waist and go over your hips. So this wrap provides it like a feminine look of this dress, and I think this option may work well if you select some cotton yarn or maybe silk yarn to make it. You can wear it to the office even in summer because of air conditioning present there, I hope, and it looks quite nice and elegant at the same time. Moving on to the next one, it's Suma Kleid by Kathi Eberharter. It's a sport weight dress that is made, this sample on the photos, is made using cotton silk yarn blend on 5mm needles with a gauge 18 stitches per 10 centimeters. This dress has 8 sizes. This pattern contains 8 sizes to fit bust, starting with 74, 79 up to 125, 135 centimeters. So generally it's like a light summer dress with white straps to hide your bra. You can wear it like to the beach, or you can wear it like an additional layer with a t-shirt underneath. So it has like a big variety of options how you can style this dress, I think, and even making it with some wool blend or 50% wool, 50% cotton yarn, for example, will still be a quite wearable piece in your wardrobe. Moving on to the next one, it's a stripe hype dress by Veronika Lindberg. It's a DK weight pattern made with 4mm needles and gauge 20 stitches per 10 centimeters. This dress is expected to have 15 up to 25 centimeters of positive ease depending on your size. So if you have like a smaller size bust circumference, you should have more positive ease. It has 10 sizes to fit bust, starting with 80 centimeters up to 178 centimeters. In the sample, the dress is made using 7 different colors for this project. Mostly it was like a stash buster, as Veronika called it. I watched a YouTube video when she is sharing the process of creating this design and knitting it as well. So if you have like lots of same weight colors of yarn, you can easily make such a dress, or even a sweater if you don't want to make it so long striped dress, and have like a finished garment in the result. I think Veronika combined in her sample different yarns like knitting for olive, Sandnes garn, etc. So it's up to you which yarn you will select. Just make sure that the colors are matching well together, and then you will. But generally, I don't think if you are using 7 different colors, there is hard to make the colors not matching well. The only thing that matters is an order of these colors. So the main thing to do is just to select which color should be placed next to some other color. That's what matters, the order of the yarn colors usage. Moving on to the next one, it's Melides dress by Inês Oliveira. That's a fingering weight dress made on 3mm needles with a gauge 25 stitches per 10 centimeters. So the idea is, and it also is present in the sample photos, that it's like a two-sided dress. So it has a V-neck on the front with the buttons, but it also has like a square neckline on the back, or you can do vice versa and wear it with a square neck on the front and having this a nice V-neck with buttons on your back that looks like very feminine, as I think. So this pattern says that it's like a tailored pattern. So it's available for bust circumferences starting with 76 up to 128 centimeters. It doesn't have lots of positive ease, as you can see. but it involves all the measurements that you should take before starting this project. So in the pattern description, it is said that there is a special calculator present before you start. So it's provided by the designer that helps you select your perfect fit. So you just measure yourself and do some math before starting the garment. But I think that the final result worth it. I even think of making it in some light color, like some white, but a bit creamy version of white. Maybe some natural silk will work well for this one, but I'm not sure that I will be able to complete making a full length dress on 3mm needles this year. Maybe next year I will need to plan it properly and start it in the spring, like early spring, to have it done till summer to be able to wear it. Moving on to the next one, it's On My Figure dress by Stine Jørgensen. It's a DK weight pattern. This dress is made on 3.5mm needles with a gauge 38 stitches and 28 rows per 10 centimeters in 2x2 ribbon. It has 10 sizes to fit the bust circumference, starting with 74 up to 120 centimeters. This dress is made in 2x2 ribbon, as you can see. So it has a raglan increases, also some hips increases and decreases for the waist. So lots of instructions. There is also full instruction in the preview page that you can check on the designer's website to make it easier for you to select your size, to have like the final fit, the best one for yourself. As it's such a stretchy dress, I think it's worth it if you want such a fitted dress for yourself. I saw people were making it with like full length sleeves, short sleeves, with a shorter version like up to the knees, or like longer options as well, like a full length dress. So it's all up to you if you want to make such a dress to emphasize your figure. I think that's a perfect naming for this dress for sure. And we are moving to the next one. It's Winona dress by Sari Nordlund. It's a bulky weight yarn used for the sample dress with a cotton linen silk blend yarn on 5mm needles with a 14 stitches 18 rows gauge. It has 9 sizes to fit the bust circumference, starting with 76 up to 156 centimeters. So it's like designed to be worn with zero ease, but as it's such a lightweight summer dress made on 5mm needles, I think it's quite drapey, and it will still have like a bit of positive ease depending on your body shape and your measurements that you will work it in. But I like the overall idea of this dress, to have it like a easy walk outside in the summer. It should be great. And the last one for today will be Allgood dress by Magdalena Parker. It's fingering weight yarn dress made on 3mm needles with a gauge 28 stitches and 40 rows per 10 centimeters. It is designed to have 30 centimeters of positive ease, and this pattern has 7 sizes to fit the bust circumference, starting with 80 centimeters up to 120 centimeters. But it also is mentioned in the pattern description that there are sizes 3XL, 4XL, and 5XL available upon request, and they have the finished bust circumference 160, 170 and 180 centimeters. So overall it has like 10 sizes, so it's a very wide range of sizing for this dress, especially taking into consideration such a big amount of positive ease. In this case it's like a box fit dress with satin sleeves, I guess. I love as well that there are no ribbon. It has folded stockinette parts on the hem and on the sleeves. So I'm also hardly thinking about making myself to create such a dress for me for this summer, because I love how the designer designed it. In general, it looks great on the photos, and I think I would love to have the similar one for myself this summer. So we will see if I will be able at least to start this year. So yeah, this was it for today. That's a selection of the dresses that I found interesting and inspiring for myself. I've already mentioned that they are very customizable in general, so you can easily change the fit and the drape using different yarns, colors, or mix the patterns if you want to change something in your garment that you are working on. That was it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you find it useful. Don't forget to follow for more videos on my channel. Thank you for watching and have a nice meeting. Bye bye.